What's going on? Back at it again. What's up, guys? It's your boy Don't Whenever back at it again with another episode of the Knicks franchise. We go down. I keep saying go down. We are down a game now, but we're still up in the series 2-1 as Houston does go up and drop 30 points on their head. Spreewell is having a pretty bad series as of now, shooting pretty inefficiently. 7 of 22 is not what we like to see. Definitely think we can get some better output from even our bench guys, but definitely our two main contributors in Houston and Spreewell. Billups and Richard Hamilton headlined the Pistons in this game as they did go up by 6 points. Win by 6 points. They go up by 6 points. They did go win by 6 points, and then let's get through game 4. See if we can go up 3-1. And we do take a loss in an important game for the Pistons as they tied the series back up. Spreewell did shoot a little bit better, but not too efficient. Going 9 for 23. It's not going to cut it. Need our other guys to also help out as well. Can't be just Houston and Spreewell dropping the points. And definitely need a little better defense, man. As we take another slim loss for this one. Billups keeps leading the way. Williamson showing to be a nice cutter, slasher action. And we do see Kurt Thomas, a guy that we did trade in the middle of the season, thinking that our team might not make the playoffs. We ended up storming back and making the playoffs. So now we have a little rivalry going on. Not only is the Knicks-Detroit already a rivalry, but now we have Kurt Thomas going up against his former team. But let's get into it, guys. Game 5. As we are in the Palace of Auburn Hills, we see Ben Wallace and company getting ready in the warm-ups. We definitely know the Pistons crowd, Detroit crowd is going to be going crazy. We're hoping that Dice can do pretty well coming off of his injury. He is still going to start. We think it's a slightly better matchup for Ben Wallace. As we know, Ben Wallace isn't the greatest offensive threat, but he is pretty good on defense, and we think that Dice handles him a little better than Mauricio might. But we're hoping no one hits McDice in the nose, even though he is still recovering from the broken nose. No mask or anything. That's 2K for you. But let's get into it, guys. Hope y'all ready to finish off what has been an epic series. It is 2-2. This is a pivotal game. Definitely need to go up 3-2 so we can close them on out. Spreewell takes a nice mid-range jumper. Splash. We love to see that. Love to see him get off to a pretty hot start, as he was, like I mentioned earlier, pretty inefficient lately. So we definitely want to see him get that hot streak going. They do set a double screen for Rip Hamilton. We have a guy that falls, and Rip Hamilton pulls up for the post fadeaway, shooting the worst shot in basketball. 1 foot behind the 3-point line, 1 foot in front of the 3-point line. So that's a 2-pointer. But we get into our own action of ourselves, doing a double pin down for Houston in this time. And he pulls up for 3. Splash. Definitely love to see our two superstars hooping, man. I was going to say scoring, but I decided to say hooping instead. Them boys is balling, scoring in bunches already, it looks like, taking an early 3-point lead. Pistons get into their action with Williamson in the post, but Spreewell says none of that. None of them pump fakes is going to work either. But Houston is going all over the place on Richard Hamilton, and this time Williamson does get it to go. Nice layup over Spreewell, since he does have a little bit of a size advantage. But now it's our turn. Definitely looking for that patented double screen. Come back off the screen again, off top of the 3-point line. Houston again. Splash.
Another one.
Hey, Houston is definitely excited for this game. Excited to play in Detroit. Nails another 3. Great to see. But now we have another screen for Houston. Can he make this another one? Richard Hamilton says not this time. So Houston decides to be the ISO guy. Behind the back move, pump fake, and a float game right over Ben Wallace's hands. Nice layup. Gets us a couple points, getting us to a 5-point lead early on in this first quarter. It's Spreewell's turn now, coming off the pick and roll. He does miss that one, so now it's a nice little transition game for the Detroit Pistons. Who would have kicked that ball out to? Nobody as Billups slows it down, pulls it back. Throws it to an open Williamson, who decides to go to the hoop. Pivots out of that, but Ben Wallace makes a great rebound and put back to get it down by 3. Coming off of a Sprewell miss, Billups does pull up for the 3. Splash right in Ward's face, tying the game. And it's time for a timeout, coach. They is tearing us up. After we had some hot shooting, the Pistons ended up coming back with hot shooting of their own. So coming out of that timeout tie game, Pistons are looking to take the lead. We're hoping to stop them from that. And Billups pulls up. Nice pass out, though, to big dog Clifford Robinson for an easy lay. Love to see the playmaking. And also, they are bullying us on defense as well. Billups playing the good, solid defense. And look at the defensive player of the year. Reacting from all the way across the paint to jump and block that shot. What defense by Ben Wallace, showing why he won the award. Shannon Dave Anderson's turn, and he does hit the nice midi. Said Davis, I meant Anderson. I'm getting names and everything all confused, guys. Sorry about this. But Anderson does pull up, nice midi, and then Sprewell pulls up for the 3, coming off the pick and roll. As you can see, the teammates holding up the 3 fingers, letting them know we got support for you, Sprewell. Keep knocking down those 3s. As that was pretty cool to see, pretty cool angle, as they was holding up them 3 fingers. So that was pretty dope. 2K does have some pretty cool cut animations, like these cheerleaders. No, I'm just playing. But as we watch some brief action of the cheerleaders, we see that spin pull up by Richard Hamilton and some nice passing by the Pistons, ending the first quarter for us. We still had that 4-point lead, but the Pistons are trying to storm back. Get into the second quarter. We got Isley headlining the second quarter unit. As we know, he's a great playmaker. Right now, we do only have about an 8-9 man rotation as far as the playoff roster goes. Richard Hamilton plays great defense on Houston. Kicking it out. Back to Houston again. Splash. What a way to recover. As Houston is hyped up for this game. They'll be starting off on a hot streak. That was great to see the ball movement as Richard Hamilton also hits the 3 right back in Houston's face, letting him know he isn't playing either. He plays pretty good defense on Richard Hamilton. Misses that, but Kurt Thomas is there for the putback. Playing the villain, playing the pain in our side in this whole series. Richard Hamilton comes back for another 3 to get them back down to a 3-point lead, letting the cameraman know that they already headband banded, what we should call them. But now it's our turn to kick it to our guys. But unfortunately, it wasn't a legal screen. So that's another turnover. More great defense from the defense player of the year. Smacking that dunk. Get that out of here, McDice. You got to come up stronger with that. Maybe use your other hand. Let your right hand be the off hand, to keep people like Ben Wallace off you. But regardless, great play. We do look into some more action for them. Looks like they're running some screens. Richard Hamilton comes off again. Open for the midi. Splash. It doesn't matter who's there. We got to get there sooner, as soon as he catches the ball, and not wait till after he's about to release it. Those late contests will end up being buckets for good shooters. And look at that layup. Filet through the lane. He skipped through that lane for sure, coming off the Billups assist. And now Billups has his takeover activated. Nice screen. Pump fake. 3-pointer. Man, right over Houston's head. Bang. Gotta play some better defense, but we will sim into the later parts of the fourth quarter. Just wanted to show some action for you guys, but let's get down to the nitty gritty and see what our guys can do in this clutch moment. Houston and gang is coming out of their timeout. It is tied 83-83. Let's see what we can do, man. We gotta go up 3-2. We need it. Pivotal time, pivotal moment. Swinging it out. 7 minutes left. John Barry in the bench unit on both sides is still in. So this is definitely some important times if you want to see what the bench units can do for each team. But Hamilton skipping through that lane. What a layup, man. What a layup. You can hear the Pistons crowd rooting them on. They're definitely wanting a home victory But we definitely can't stop that and go back to the Garden up 3-2. Houston trying to help us out. Misses the midi, but Harrington's there for the rebound. And let's slow that thing back down, Ward. Slow it back down. Trying to run another good play. We have Ward with a pick and roll. And he gets tipped, but throws it to McDyess for the corner mid-range. And he also misses. Our team is going cold when it matters most, and they're making up for it. John Barry hits it to Kurt Thomas for the easy slam in transition off of a brick. Now they're up by 8 with 3 minutes to go. Definitely have a chance to get this lead back, but it's going to be tough. It's going to have to start now. Sprewell coming out of the triple threat. Has to protect the ball from Tayshaun Prince. You never know what he can do with those long arms. Now it's time for pick and roll. Pull up from Ward. Deep 3. Let's go. Nice pull up off the dribble for us. We needed that clutch bucket. We needed somebody to provide some offense other than Sprewell and Houston. And Ward said he's got it. He has been clutch all season, and it's no surprise here. Down by 5, though, we do brick. Billups is taking it up the court. Swings it to Williamson. Does a nice little step back. And let's see if we can play some defense, man. We need this stop. Got to stop Richard Hamilton coming off the screen. Ward hesitates, and that's all it took for Rip Hamilton to splash that 3 home, remaining with an 8-point lead. Pistons fans going crazy. They love seeing what they see from Richard Hamilton and company. But we want to make sure that they're mad at their home fans. I mean, their home crowd, their home players after this. As Houston throws up a nice, beautiful floater to keep the game within reach at a 6-point deficit. Now it's a minute and a half left. This is where the superstars formed. But we can't leave people open. We try to do an early double team to Billups, and he noticed it, kicked it to Ben Wallace. And what vision and what finish by the Pistons players. Saw turn as Houston is coming off a screen from McDyess. Pulls up from midi, but passes it out instead. We love the great playmaking. He saw the defensive player of the year hovering over him during that shot. So he did kick it out to the roll man for a great finish. Down by 6 still with a minute left. It's going to be a tough task to try to ask the team to take the lead or tie the game. But it starts right here at this defensive possession. Hamilton gets right past Houston and dunks on him. Right over Sprewell's head to take the 8-point lead. Man, these Pistons team is showing how they won these last 2 games, continuing the momentum. And then Richard Hamilton blocks Houston. A minute left, and he blocks him. Showing that he can do it on the offense and defensive end. Then they leave it open for 3, but he misses. But that's all he needed for Williamson to get the board and put back to go up double digits. And that's how the game ends for us. We do lose 92-104. And we haven't got reverse swept yet. But they were down 2-0, and now they are up 3-2. Their big 3 has shown up. Ben Wallace, Richard Hamilton, and Chauncey Billups have starred in these last 3 games. We got to go back to the drawing board, man. We got to do better. Got to play better. Got to do more. Richard Hamilton showing he can do it all, even though he did shoot 37 shots, which is crazy. Ben Wallace had over 20 rebounds. Houston also had a great game. What has been unfortunately typical for Sprewell, not any turnovers, but terrible shooting. We cannot live with 7 for 23. But even in those situations, we do need some other guys to show some support and maybe provide the scoring when other guys are having off games. We know Houston's going to do what he does, but we need some other help as well. Tough loss to take, but we can definitely bounce back and win these last 2 and still take this series. So going into a do or die game for ourselves, we look at some of the other series going on. See the Lakers and company have already moved on to the next round, but we're focused on our New York Knicks. Game 6, we need it. Got to take the win. Go up to a pretty good size lead. Going up by almost as much as 13, up double digits at home at Madison Square Garden. Love to see it. But the Pistons came roaring back, man. So now they're only down by 6 with 2:11 to go. Shandon Anderson still in the game at the free throw line. We need both of these to get this up to an 8-point lead. He does nail it, going up 7. Yes, it is crunch time, man. We need these. We can't get this victory. New York will be a rowdy bunch, man. Might start a riot. Definitely can't lose game 6 at home. You know, our Knicks fans, we are too into it. We want our teams to win. Shannon Anderson does hit the second free throw. Love to see it. Going up by 8. 2 minutes to go. Let's see what these Pistons boys can do when our fans are the ones screaming at them. Definitely gotta play better defense though, as Richard Hamlet gets the easy cut. Houston was caught slipping, caught sleeping. With the backdoor cut right behind them. Well, let's see if we can set up a nice play to get our shooters open. We do set up Houston, top of the 3-point line. Well, I guess closer to half court. Nice little handoff. He's trying to ISO Richard Hamilton, which hasn't worked most of the series, but let's see what he can do. 2 seconds left, and Ward with the floater. He misses. But what a tip by McDyess to get the rebound and get it back to Ward. And Ward said, let's slow it down, man. Let's eat up some clock. Minute and a half to go. Anderson says, nah, shoots it anyways and bricks. What in the world, Anderson? You got to hold the ball for a little longer. Billups pulls up from 2, but misses as well. And what a great rebound. Definitely needed that. Houston pulls it up. Just need to kill some clock and a couple key buckets, guys, and we can go to the game 7, final game 7. Love great passing. I couldn't even get my words out. It was so good. Love to see the passing, even though our assist number, I just saw the assist line, 14. Terrible passing, guys. Terrible passing. But at least we got that nice roll off to McDyess, as our Knicks fans can go home happy. You've been hit by. Hear the crowd going crazy wearing their all white, so white out here in New York City. And we do pull out a great game 6 by 8-point victory. Definitely love to see the playmaker from Houston though, as if they're going to chase him down, knowing he's our best scorer, he has to be able to make the reads to pass to the open cutters and open shooters. McDyess was the recipient that end, as Billups and company walked down with their heads low, knowing that now they have to play us in a game 7. Beautiful layup by Houston. McDyess with a great finish. Let's go to game 7, guys. Great victory. Love to see it. I know Spike Lee and the rest of our fans appreciate it. Especially a tough victory where we played great defense. The Pistons only had 87 points. Take a look at it. Houston, once again, great game. Shandon Anderson, like I was saying earlier, was that bench guy to help us, since Sprewell is still kind of struggling on this series, having a tough game. But Kurt Thomas actually had led the way for the Pistons with 30 points. He wanted to get us out of here. He was mad. He said, y'all gonna trade me, I'm gonna send y'all off and y'all home. But he couldn't. He was not strong enough on the day. And now we are in a do or die game, y'all. Lose or go home. It is game 7. Let's get into the early action. Pistons start off with the first bucket of the game. We do brick. And then the Pistons come back with the second bucket of the game, going up early 4-0. We miss again, and they make another bucket to go up 6-0. Dribbling the 3-point line. We miss again. They miss, get the offensive rebound, and then miss again. Can we get the first points of the game, guys? Miss another one. And good call, Henry. Good call of a timeout, man. Down 8-0. First 3 minutes, we are in a drought out here in the Palace. But as we fast forward, we see our team is making a storming comeback. 13-14 now, 16-14. We have officially taken the lead. Only 4 minutes after we had no points. In 4 minutes, we scored 19 points. Great offense, guys. We continue the hot streak going on into the first quarter. Now we're up 9. Now we're up double digits. And those Pistons boys have to call a timeout. They're like, what is going on? These guys have scored 30 minutes and 30 points in 7 minutes. Now 32. And guess what? They got to call another timeout. They don't know what to do with us. We're going crazy. We end the first quarter up by 13 points. Now 15 points. The Pistons are scoring a little bit, but we're still maintaining a double-digit lead, and this definitely looks like this is going to be an easy, clean Game 7. Still up by double digits, now up by 16, getting into the middle point of the second quarter, and we already have 54 points already. And now we're up 4 minutes to go. These guys are hooping. But I'm telling y'all, this game was an instant classic. I promise y'all, this was a fantastic game from our team. Dropping buckets left and right. Taking insurmountable leads. Up 13. But oh no, what is going on? Down 8, back up to 13. Now it's only 10. What are we doing? Only down by 8 now. Up by 10. We're still maintaining that lead. Good job, guys. That's what we need to see. Down by 8. Off of a tip. They get the ball back again, missing the shot. And then they make it. And now they're only down by 6. Then they make another one and they're only down by 4 now. So we got to jump in. We got to see what's going on with our team. We thought we had this in the bag. But like I said, guys, when I say this is a classic you don't want to miss, you are going to want to watch this to the very end. This was a hell of a game. Down by 4, though. The Pistons are trying to play good defense. Alley-oop from the trail. Sprewell. We love to see it. What great playmaking. Even though we did lose a 15-point lead and it's down to 6 now, our team's still looking confident, throwing up lobs. And Sprewell for 3. Let's see it. Let's see it, Sprewell. You've been inefficient, but you can come in clutch in Game 7 and all will be forgiven. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Can we play good defense and hold them off? We have 14 minutes of basketball left to win this Game 7, but we cannot leave Tayshaun Prince wide open from the mid-range. Great shot by him, getting them down to 7. And now it's our turn. Isley, being that secondary ball handler, great playmaker. Let's see if he can make a play for us. Throws it up, hits it to Fabricio, who's able to miss the layup. Good defense by our former teammate. And now it's them pushing the ball with John Barry, as I feel like he's been bald forever. I think this is supposed to be the younger John Barry, and he's still bald. I mean, been forever bald. I've only known him as bald. But Tayshaun Prince for another mid-range. Can he make this? Splash. Getting them only down by 5 as we're looking to put some better scoring in with Anderson and some of the starters, Houston and Harrington. But that is going to end the third quarter for us. Played great up until the middle of the third quarter. Then we started giving up the lead, and now they are back down within 3 points. From 15-16 to 3. But speaking of 3, there goes another one from Houston. As we got our man praying on the sideline, hoping that we can win this Game 7. We need it, because we've already given up a 2-0 lead. The last thing we need to do is lose in Game 7. But now kick it off to Houston again for the midi this time. He misses, but Witherspoon is there for the putback. Great offense, guys. Great rebounding. Love to see it to take us up to 6 points for our lead. It's Billups' turn now, as he does have majority of the bench in still. Coming off of that screen with Kurt Thomas. Nice bounce pass. Misses because great help defense by Fabricio. But it doesn't matter. Kurt Thomas puts it back in again. Going crazy, knowing that his home fans in the Palace are going to root him on. Billups does a nice turnaround hook, but that misses. But guess who's there? There goes that villain again. Kurt Thomas. Pain in our ass. McDyess does miss, but gets his own rebound, and it does force the foul, as we need to put in those starters, man. Isley and company. Anderson had a great Game 6. Fabricio's played pretty well. And if this series ended today, they played great, man. We definitely could have used more scoring, but the rebounding and defense was there, so I can appreciate that. But now it's time for us to win this game 7, man. Let's see what our team can do. We run our patented play. They block off the cut to the rim, so we come back to it for the three-pointer. Bang!
He's on fire!
That's Houston's money. That's his money play, money shot. You don't want to leave him open at the top of the three-point line. And Detroit has a problem. Houston has landed. And he's on fire, looking to take over this game. Coming out of the timeout, they do kick it to Chucky Atkins, who gets a ball screen set by Kurt Thomas. Now it's Billups' turn. It don't matter how covered he is, Mr. Big Shot's gonna always hit the big shot. He hitting those shots, and gotta do better, guys. Gotta do better as defense. But Sprewell's turn to hit the midi splash. That's what I'm talking about, man. As he nods his head, he knows he got that dog in him. This is what we needed from Sprewell to come up clutch. We try to double team Billups, which leads to a layup for Atkins, but it's swatted away by Harrington. Great recovery, great team defense. Now they're sitting here trying to double team Sprewell. They see how great that man has been. Kicks it back to the corner for 3. Let's go, Ward. Wide open play. We love to see Sprewell coming up clutch with the playmaker and scoring, but we can't give up more open layups. We start double teaming Billups, and we leave Kurt Thomas wide open as Ben Wallace and Rip Hamilton look on, anxiously waiting to get back in the game to help their team that is now down by 7. 6 minutes to go. Kick it back to Houston. Wide open midi. I don't know why they do it to themselves, man. Houston is a problem. He is a shooter, a walking bucket. But then we leave Billups open as well. As this game is just going back and forth, just like that Aaliyah song, man. They is hitting their shots, and we're hitting ours right back. Ward is now caught and on fire. They double team Houston. He kicks it out to McDyess. Let's see if McDyess can make a play. Back to Houston. Let's see if we can get a good screen or a good something going. Pick a roll, something, guys. Let's go. 5 seconds left. He's trying to ISO on Richard Hamilton. Float gang. Let's go. Lay. That's what I love to see from Houston, man. He's been having a tough matchup versus Richard Hamilton when he has covered him straight up. But right there, he showed he can still dribble drive a little bit. Double team, and he checks it out early, and we can't keep double teaming Billups. He knows what's coming. But I don't know what else we're supposed to do, because if we don't double team him, he hits the big shot. We don't double team him right here. Pump fake, and fader. Great defense as the double team came late this time, right when he needed to shoot, and let that man cook. Houston ready to eat. He's eating out there, feeding off of this weak Detroit defense. But the lead is 6, and Rip Hamilton reaches and steals it. Oh no, that's exactly what we didn't need. Down, up by only 4 at this point, 2 minutes to go. We have a ball game. Henry says we gotta get this is a pivotal possession. We need a great play drawn up so we can get that lead back to 6 or 7. So timeout. Coach Billups is on the sideline, telling people what to do, coaching everybody up, letting them know, let me get the shot. You set the picks, play good defense, and coaching them up. And the crowd is going crazy, hyping their fans, hyping their players up as they're heading out of the timeout. Mr. Billups Chauncey is still running that yapper. Shut up, dude, and get on the court. We ready to ball you up. As it's time. The fans are waiting anxiously. They're excited, but they know that this still is a chance for them to lose, for them to get knocked out of the playoffs. As we know in real life, this Detroit Pistons squad did make it deep into the playoffs and even won the championship in the 03-04 season. Right now we're in 02-03, but in real life next year they're supposed to win championships. So this is a tough contender for us. Sprewell's turn from mid over Billups. We hit those. Sprewell time and time again in this game 7 has shown why he is getting paid what he's paid, why he's the big money man on the team along with Houston. But great two-man game between Williamson and Billups, as Billups makes a tough layup to get it right back to 4. This is why we've been double teaming him, man. Mr. Big Shot. Stop it. Stop making stuff. But now it's our turn to come back with another banger. Ward, nice screen and roll, hits McDyess, but it gets tipped and Ben Wallace catches it for the easy interception, man. These turnovers lately are killing us, bringing them right back into the game, and Billups gets fouled. Coming off of the momentum, Harrington had to get a hand up, and it ended up costing free throws. It is now Chauncey's turn to get this game down to 2. He got 32 points, 5 rebounds, and pretty efficient shooting over 50%. But can he make both of these? Game on the line. His Pistons team needs him. Can he drop these buckets? Or will they face defeat like I'm hoping for? He makes the shot. So now they're only down by 3, making this a 1-possession game now. Crowd going crazy. Looking at maybe their playoff series MVP. Him or Richard Hamilton. Another shot goes up. Can he make this one? Too easy for the guy with no nerves. 100%. 100%. He knew that was going in. But now they're only down by 2. We need a big play by one of our playmaker scorers. Houston takes a terrible shot. Richard Hamilton was all over it. Definitely cannot have poor quality shots and turnovers in the last 3 minutes. But it's okay. We just play good defense. We'll be all good to go, man. Let's just play some good D. Clifford Robertson sets a screen for Richard Hamilton. Good defense from Harrington so far. We start to double team Billups. We don't want him to hit the big shot. Fade away. Off. But Ben Wallace is right there for the putback. Right there for the ferocious slam dunking on Houston and McDyess. Good timely double team, but we can't leave a guy who averages 16, 17 rebounds a game wide open underneath the hoop. He rises up and slams it. 1 minute left. This is it. This is for our playoff lives. Who will be that clutch player? Houston comes up. Float game, but he gets a foul. That's what he should have did last time instead of forcing up that 3-pointer. But we all will be forgiven if he can nail these crucial free throws. Dapping up his homies, letting them know his 33-point game will not be for anything. He will hit these free throws, doing his best Steve Nash impersonation, making sure his form and his follow through is correct before launching these hoes. This is it. Game on the line. Money. Here we go, Houston. You know you can do this, man. Letting his teammates know he's cool, calm, collected. Trying to send these Detroit fans home sad. Another important free throw coming. Let's see what my mans can do. Easy money. So they got to call timeout to try to advance the ball. Obviously, don't want to waste 2-3 seconds just trying to get the ball up to the front court. So that was very smart by Rick Carlisle and gang. Now it's our turn to play defense. 44 seconds left. This is it. 44 seconds left. It's at max 2 or 3 possessions left. Pull up midi from Rip. Too easy, man. Too easy. Pulls up right for the midi, right in front of Houston. Dropping buckets. You can see the confidence, the energy coming back to this Piston squad. They see that they have a chance. They were down by 15, 16 points at one point, and now it's tied. But all we need is one more point than them, and that's all it takes to win this Game 7 brawl that it's been of a series. As we run a quick out of bounds play, it doesn't work. We feed it to Houston. He gets double teamed, so we feed it back to Houston. He gets double teamed again. It's his turn. They go for the double team. Great vision and pass to Harrington to get us the lead. Let's go. Harrington is hype. Houston looks a little fatigued, a little tired. The crowd is going crazy. You could probably see some Knicks fans hanging out there in the back. Rick Carlisle is yelling out some orders and drew up a great play probably, but we are stifling on defense. All we need is one stop. Let's go, team. One stop. Billups dribbles the ball, kicks it to Williamson. We're not worried about him shooting. He ain't a great shooter, but he does get the foul. As his big body ass Sprewell had to wrap his arms around him and force him to shoot free throws. I don't blame him. Don't give him 2 points the easy way. Make him have to earn them. But now a guy we haven't seen too much of this series, but has been dropping double-digit points every game, and Williamson is at the line. 22 seconds left. Gotta make both. What will he do? Drains the first one. Easy bucket, easy rainage, precipitating. Shots wet on that one. But now is it. Game on the line. Can he make this clutch free throw to tie the game? Billups did earlier. Can Williamson do the same? And he misses. He misses the free throw. Harrington grabs the defensive rebound. And now it's our turn to ice the game. All he has to do is make both free throws. And we do go up by at least 3 points. It'll be a one possession game regardless. But if we can go up by 3, it's a tough shot and we can just guard the 3-point line. So we do have our smooth shooting, rebounding lefty at the line. Can he make this first one? Bang! Easy shot. Love it. Got Houston in the background cheering him on. Need this pivotal shot. Can this one go? And he misses. And they have no timeouts left from all the timeouts they've called. So now they have to go. 15 seconds left. They've already crossed half court, so they'll be good to go. What will they run? All we need is play defense. We got this. This is our game. They run the same play for Williamson, who kicks it to Big Dog Robinson, who kicks it to Hamilton. Hamilton gets double team with 2 seconds left, and Ben Wallace gets the ball. Throws up a floater. McDyess is in great position, but it's right over his hands, and it's good. And it's good. Ben Wallace claps. And Houston is stretching because he knows there's an overtime period. We went up by 15, 16 points in the second and third quarter, and they came back and forced overtime. What a shot by Ben Wallace. Y'all saw in the slow-mo. McDyess was just a fingertip away from tipping it. What a shot. But Richard Hamilton does hit the first shot of overtime to get them up by 2 points. But now it's Sprewell's turn with the midi floater pull up. Hard to tell what that was, but it went in anyways. And then Richard Hamilton comes right back with another mid-range. We cannot stop their big three. They are going crazy. Still can't believe Ben Wallace hit that floater. That was a hell of a shot, man. I told you guys this was going to be an instant classic. Turnover as Houston gets double teamed. Costly turnovers have just bit us in the ass in the worst moments. Still down by 2-3 minutes left. Billups is wide open. Splash, man. That's what we don't need. Mr. Big Shot with a big shot. Down by 5 now. We still got a chance. I still believe in our team. We got 3 minutes left. We run our play for Sprewell. Another pick set as he comes up to the 3-point line. Open. Bang! Sprewell still keeping that clutch gene. And he got that big dog in him. Helping Houston carry this team to victory. We still have a shot. Only down by 2. Give it to Rip Hamilton, who's got us take a double team him, which leaves Ben Wallace wide open. He was in the dunker spot, so you already know what he's gonna do. He's gonna dunk that shit. So we had to call a timeout down 4. Coming out of the timeout, we're looking to run our play. You see Ward put up his fingers. No alley-oop for Sprewell, but he loops back around for the double screen again.
Pulls up three-pointer.
Same result. 3-point
It's good
from Sprewell. We need those. Great shit, Sprewell. That's what we need. As Houston's a little tired, but Sprewell's taking over to give him a little bit of a break. And then we have an illegal screen. You guys couldn't see it, but they tried to set a down screen. Ben Wallace did for Richard Hamilton to come off, and he set an illegal one. So now it's our ball. We can take the lead. We need this game, man. We cannot throw a 15, 16 point lead. It's Houston's turn. They're trying to double team Sprewell, So now it's Houston's turn. He kicks it to Harrington. Harrington takes it to the rim, kicks it back to Sprewell. They double team Sprewell instantly. So McDyess does the floater to take the lead. What a shot. He hits it with something similar to what Ben Wallace did. What a great floater. Broken nose and all. Playing over 30 minutes. Let's go, McDyess. Now we got the lead up by 1. A minute and 43 seconds left. Williamson does have to pick up the ball from great defense from Sprewell. Richard Hamilton is now in his takeover pass it to Big Dog Robinson. Every time, man. Every time we thought we had them in the dumps, they come back. What a three-pointer in the corner. Under a minute and a half to go. What can we do? We can do this, man. Coming off the screen. Floater gang, he does miss. Puts it back up and gets blocked. No, Houston, take it back out. Why would you force that? What great defense by Ben Wallace and Richard Hamilton. Billups puts it up, and he gets fouled off of his own putback. Ward is sick to his stomach. He knows gotta box out and play better defense than that. As we see Billups is having a great game, 37 points, 14 assists, when none of that matters if he can't continue to hit the clutch free throws. Came on the line, only got a 2-point lead, minute and 10 to go. He nails it. Man, what a great shot. He's been killing us the second half. He has been torching us with either his playmaking or his big threes. But will he make this one too to lead, take it to a 4-point lead? He does. What a great shot. Gets us to a 4-point lead. We can do this, guys. 4-point deficit is nothing for us. We are the New York fucking Knicks. Let's go. Coming off the screen, Houston lays it up or tries to drop it off, almost turns it over. Nice floater to recover. Only down by 2 now. He hustles back on defense. We definitely need a great defensive possession to potentially tie it and take the lead. Ward fights through that screen, but Williamson is wide open because Sprewell couldn't fight through his. I don't know if it was fatigue or if Ben Wallace is that physical, but Sprewell could not make it. Williamson gets the easy lay to go back up by 4. 42 seconds left, down by 4. We swing it back to Houston. Kicks it to Sprewell for the 3, and he missed it. He's been clutch all game. He missed that 3. McDyess fouls Ben Wallace off of the defensive rebound, getting a little physical with him. But we still do have a chance. As everybody knows, as great as Ben Wallace is on defense, he is terrible at the free throw line. He is a below 50% free throw shooter. Will he miss both? He misses the first one. We have a chance. We are still there. It's enough time for 2 possessions. We're down by 2 possessions. We have a chance. Can he miss the second one? And he does. He misses the second one. Let's get that ball up the court, Houston. Let's go. We have a chance to slim this down to a 1-possession game. Houston is trying to get past Rip Hamilton. It's pretty tough as it's been all series. But he does force the layup, and it's good. It's good. 21.4 seconds left, only down by 2. We got to foul anybody but Billups. Man, why we let him get the ball? As he has not missed a free throw in clutch time yet, Williamson and Richard Hamilton are giving him good words of affirmation, letting him know you can do this, man. You've been doing it all game, all series. But back at the line again, only up by 2. What will Mr. Big Shot Chauncey Billups do? Can he make both of these free throws? He nails the first one, taking it up to a 3-point lead. Can he nail this second one? And it's good. So we had to call a timeout to advance the ball. Down by 4, we need a big shot. We need a big play from anybody. Houston gets the ball, passes back to Ward. Great way to body screen by Houston. Great shot, Ward, and he nails it. Only down by 1 now. This is a guaranteed 1-possession game, even if Billups makes both. What awareness and playmaking by Ward and Houston on that. Ward was right there. Houston set the screen and then passed it to Ward and stood in the way for Houston to make a perfect three. But Billups does hit that first free throw to get it up to 2 points. And he does hit the second one, which we already knew. But now it's a 3-point game. 1 possession game. We have a chance to do the same thing the Pistons did and tie this game up and potentially send it to a second overtime. Houston for 3 in the corner, and it's good! Bang! That's how you do it. Houston is going crazy as he should. Ties the game. Billups has got his head down a little bit, but they seem oddly coy, oddly stoic. They don't seem fazed at all. But we're happy as hell. What a great shot. The double team was coming, so he shot it up over Rip Hamilton's head. In the corner. Game on the line. If he misses that, that is it. And he nails it. What a shot by Houston. We're hyped. We're ecstatic. All we need is 1 stop, and we'll go to a second overtime. It's all between Rip Hamilton and Houston. 1-on-1. Pump fake. Shoots it. What's going to happen?
Pulls up 3-pointer.
He nails
Bang!
it.
Bang! It's good! Wins the game at the buzzer!
He pump faked and shot it and nails the 3. Game tying shot on the screen. Gave up the game winner. We were up by 15, 16 points at one point and lost the game. Look how happy those Detroit fans are as their Detroit Pistons are moving on to the second round. Watching it again, it's just tough, man. Pump fake and then pulls up. Houston played good defense. Just not good enough as we have to unfortunately watch the Pistons walk off in excitement. McDyess, Sprewell, and company are just in utter disbelief. But hopefully these guys remember this for next season, because we are not going to feel this way again. As the GM of this team, we are going to make sure that this does not happen again. But Ben Wallace, Billups, and Rip Hamilton, that big 3 was great on defense, great on offense. They deserve this comeback victory. They came back in the series. They came back in this game. They deserve it, man. What a great series, man. Put in the chat, put in the comments, classic. If you guys thought this was an instant classic, if you are here at this portion of the video and watched it all the way to the end, like I said, put it in the comments, classic. Rate it on 1 to 10 if you guys thought this was a top 10 game y'all ever seen on 2K. As Billups had a crazy double-double. Richard Hamilton hit some big shots, played some great defense. Ben Wallace had 25 rebounds. But let me know, guys, if y'all like this series, if y'all like this playoff series that we just watched. And if you're feeling the channel, man, like, comment, and subscribe. But they did have a great game. Ben Wallace came up so clutch. All 3 of them came up so clutch. Taking a look at our team, Sprewell did have more of an efficient game, shot pretty well, made a good amount of threes. They played some heavy minutes. 42 points by Houston, 34 by Sprewell. McDyess with a broken nose probably was a difference maker with him not being fully healthy. Sprewell being off portions of the series definitely hurt. And then our bench not coming up clutch as we would like to in some games. Games like today, Isley had 14. 14. Shannon Anderson came up big in the 6th game. Game 6, But other than that, we were kind of missing some of our bench scoring as well. But definitely appreciate Sprewell laying it all out on this Game 7. The whole team did, man. We played all the way to the end. That was a nail biter. It was a hell of a series, man. It was a brawl. We fought from beginning to end. But going up 2-0 in a series, we should never lose in this fashion. So we'll definitely go back to the drawing board and retool and restart. Like I said in previous videos, we still have that Grizzlies pick, so we still are looking at a top 5 pick going into what is arguably the greatest draft class ever. Looking at the playoff numbers, we noted all throughout this episode, Sprewell struggles, but Houston was dropping hella buckets. He just unfortunately had some costly turnovers and some mishaps on defense that cost us the series and this game. Taking a look at the team stats for the game, it's pretty obviously how we lost. Out rebounded, bossed up in the paint. They bullied us in the paint. And we was up by 16, man. You just cannot take losses like these. But we will bounce back. We will be better, guys.
Damn, this nigga lucky. Damn, that nigga lucky.
As they get their asses up out of here, man. But that is going to be an episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Enjoyed the playoff matchup. But I'm out of here, guys. Peace, love, blessings. We're going to win a shit one of these days.